Welcome, everyone, to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania and gorgeous PNC Park. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Oakland Athletics going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And today's starter, Mitch Keller. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Jacob Wilson leading things off and takes a strike. Next offering is downstairs. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. And a curve misses outside. Got him swinging.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's Logan Davidson. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. And he gets tied up right there. Keller, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a sinker, a slurve, and he occasionally uses a curve. High in the air, out to right. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. And time now to check out the A's lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Jake Bauers.
Well, Boog, not just the fans, not just the people watching this game, but us. I mean, we're pretty fired up to watch this guy swing the bat. He's got big-time pop this season, slugging percentage over 500. Outfielders, put your track shoes on because you're going to be running in the gaps, trying to climb the wall. This guy's going to do damage when he gets the bat to the baseball. Don't take your eyes off of him.
Zach Geloff, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. There's a swing and a drive. And that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Man at second here with 2 away. Digging in for Oakland, Jake Bauers. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, a really good chance right here to pick up a run in the top of the first after what seemed to be a real quiet start to the inning.
Man on second, 2 down. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
And that's downstairs and outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And here it comes. Gets a piece and stays alive. And another ball.
2 balls,
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And down on strikes he goes. That ends the frame.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here in Pittsburgh, and our starting pitcher here today, number 77.
Well, I'm interested to see how he deals with right-handed hitters in this one. Righties are batting over 300 against him, so they're not being fooled by really anything. He's going to have to find a way to change up his delivery, change up his look, somehow get them off of his primary pitches and even those secondary pitches. So we'll see how he does it in this one.
And now the first baseman, C.J. Cron. Not close with that one, and that's ball one.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
And a foul ball. Ball to strike. The pitch. That one fouled off. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
And now it's Andrew McCutchen. In there at the knees for a strike. One out, base is empty. That one ripped. Dives. What a play.
Just a great job of concentration there as he leaves the ground to go airborne to make a diving catch. That's a tough play, but he got the job done.
Two outs, base is empty. Shepard, the next Pirate to hit. Bounce to the left side, and he grabs it foul. Two down, nobody on. That one hammered, but pulled foul. The wind of the pitch. Now a fly ball to right center. Drifts towards it. Brings it in. And that is that. Scoreless after one. And we're back. New inning getting started. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Ryan Noda. Keller back to work. Way high there. And it's 1-0. And a ground ball to first. Cron steps on the bag. One out in the second.
Batting six, the catcher, Shea Langoliers.
And here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers.
He's struggled to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
That misses, and that is ball one. Langoliers, 27 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2019. On the ground to the left. Tosses across to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Jordan Diaz stands in now and watches strike one. And a swing and a miss there.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swung on, belted. Fraley going back for it. And out of here. His 13th home run of the season, and the A's jump in front. It's 1-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And now the center fielder, Clark Elliott. First pitch misses.
1-0.
A's leading by a run here in the second game of the series. On the ground to third. Fires over to Cron. And that is the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. Back here at PNC Park, we head to the bottom of the second. Here's O'Neal Cruz. The right-hander back to work.
Well, here's the deal not everyone remembers. Cruz was actually signed by the Dodgers in 2015, but Los Angeles dealt him to Pittsburgh in 2017 for Tony Watson. That's a rare trade the Dodgers just might regret.
Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Fires across the diamond. That's one out the bottom of the second. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Jake Fraley. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Home team down a run. Bottom half of inning number 2. 0-1 there. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Way back there. And that one is gone. Oh, muscle to center field. His 4th home run of the season. It's 1-1.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
One down. Up next for the Pirates, Liover Peguero.
No.
First offering, and it just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
And foul ball. Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-2. On the ground to first, Noda. And he handles it himself for the out.
Batting seven, the center fielder,
Jack Sawinski will hit next.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently. Almost 3 strikeouts per game over the last 5.
Tied up here in the early going. The 0-2. Swings and misses. Couldn't catch up to the heater. One in the inning for the Pirates on this solo homer. All even at 1 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 3rd inning. And now the pitcher, number 77. Keller back to work. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Foul ball there. And he deals. The punch out there, and that's the first out. Back to the top of the lineup, Jacob Wilson. Up next for the A's. Struck out swinging his first time. And a good eye there. That one catches the zone, and the count even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
One down, base is empty. And that'll get down for a hit.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knot. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
Move to first.
He's safe.
Now it's going to be Logan Davidson. Swings through that one. 0-1. The pitch. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Second baseman, Geloff.
So digging in, Zach Geloff. Doubled in his first AB. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
No ball.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. 1 left for Oakland. Score remains tied 1-1. Back here in Pittsburgh, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Andy Rodriguez. The line to kick the pitch. Fouled off. He was late. And that one a little bit high.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Kicks and deals. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
batting up.
And next is the Pirates pitcher, Mitch Keller. In there, and it's 0-1. That's inside. Check swing, but he went too far. And that is strike 2. The pitch. Got him. 2 gone. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Crone, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Next offering upstairs.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
Two outs, base is empty. And another ball. Into the outfield, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
Just missed.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That misses, and the count is 2-2. Crone off of first with 2 away. Battling here as he fouls it away. Comes at 2-2. Stays alive. The next pitch misses, and it's 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. On the ground to short. Gets it to first. And the inning is over. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. Still tied 1-1. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jake Bauers. And the pitch. And that one clips the corner.
You know, these Athletics, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
And that one in the air center field. Fraley makes the grab, one down.
Up next for Oakland, the first baseman,
Ryan Noda getting ready to hit. 0 for 1 so far. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1.
All tied up. Top half of inning number 4. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Sawinski under this one. And there's 2 away.
up next for Oakland, the catcher,
Shea Langoliers digs in now. Grounded out his first time. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. That one missed. Kicks and fires. There's a strike. The wind of the pitch. Off the mark there. Full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Struck him out looking. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back here at PNC Park, now the third baseman, Shepard.
third baseman,
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers.
You know, these Pirates doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Righty delivers. Foul ball still 0-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's 1 down.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
And the batter will be the shortstop, O'Neal Cruz. That one at the knees for a strike. Up and in, ball 1.
So O'Neal Cruz is named after Paul O'Neill. That was his father's idol in baseball, so he named his son O'Neal. In 2022, they finally met each other when the Pirates played the Yankees in New York, and I'm sure that was a moment that O'Neal Cruz will never forget.
Righty to the plate. That's a strike. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Bowers snags it for the second out.
up next for Pittsburgh, the left fielder,
Jake Fraley, the next Pirate to hit. He's already homered here in this one. That's in there. Strike 1. And that's outside.
1-1.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Missed inside with the curve. Wouldn't chase that time.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And he walked him.
Take your base.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Aguero in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And a foul ball. Here's a 1-1.
2-1.
In the dirt, blocked. Not in time. He's safe. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. The count 2-1. Hit hard. That gets through. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in. He will score and then take the lead. It's 2-1.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now at the plate, Jack Sawinski. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
2 outs. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Save! Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. They limit the damage here. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the third baseman, Jordan Diaz. Diaz, 24 years old, and he's a native of Colombia. Right through there for a strike. That one misses, and now it's even 1-1. Here comes a pitch. That one off the mark, and it's 2-1. Got the back going too soon, and strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And another ball. And that one off the inside edge. You walked him.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's the center fielder, Clark Elliott. He's 0 for 1. And there's a strike. Now a rip into left center. And a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
First and second, no outs. Now to the plate is the Oakland pitcher. And he lays one down the left side. One at second. Throw to first, but he beat it. Jacob Wilson, the next to hit. 1 for 2. Now he breaks his bat. Tosses to first, but the game is tied as the run comes in. Next up for the A's, Logan Davidson. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Fastball for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Out towards left center. Cruz running hard to get it. Can't get there. Here comes the throw. In there. He's safe. So runner at second, 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. Close one, doesn't get the call.
1 ball.
1-0. Two runs across in the inning, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one hammered center field. That's back there. And caught on the warning track. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the A's 3 and the Pirates 2. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the switch hitting catcher, Andy Rodriguez. The wind of the pitch.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Oakland's bullpen has some movement. Hogan Harris appears to be getting loose. Medina, the right-hander, also getting loose. And a pitch. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Diaz tracks it down for the out.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Mitch Keller struck out looking his first time.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. The Pirates down by a run. Last half of inning number 5. That one just misses.
It's a good take.
1-2.
Just a slow ground ball this time. On to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
The first baseman, CJ.
And here is C.J. Cron. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The Pirates trailing by a run here in the second game of the series. That one is upstairs. 2 down, nobody on. He was late there, strike 1.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Two outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Bucks go down quietly. They trail it 3-2. All set for the top of the 6th. Here's the left fielder, Jake Bauers.
One really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 Home Run Derby during All-Star Weekend. David Ortiz and Ryan Howard each hit homers into the Allegheny River on the fly. Really awesome to watch.
The 1-0. And downstairs. Just missed.
3 balls, no strike.
And there's ball 4.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, dude. The last one wasn't even close.
And here's the first baseman, Ryan Noda. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Bauers aboard here at first with nobody out. Swings and misses, and that's strike 2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Wouldn't chase that time. And now it's 1-2. And another ball.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
That one misses. 3-2 now.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think
this one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Out of here. A 2-run homer. It's 5-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Mitch Keller gives way, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Roansy Contreras gets the call from the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
The batter now, Shea Langoliers. Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0. Right-hander kicks, deals. Just off the inside edge. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame, and we're at the top half of the 6th. The 2-1. Hard ground ball, base knock.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Out to short. He never makes a throw. Both runners are safe. And I'm just scratching my head.
The center fielder, number 10, Clark Elliott.
Digging in for Oakland, Clark Elliott. And fires in a fastball at 95.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, or maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
Fall off foul. No outs, runners at first and second. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Down to the plate is the Oakland pitcher.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Trying to move the runners over. Shepard. Off balance feed. There's one. But no throw to first as he'll hold on to it.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. 1 for 3. This to center field. Moving under it. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. The A's with a 2-run blast. It's 5-2. Back here in Pittsburgh, bottom of the 6th inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Andrew McCutchen.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
The Athletics have some bullpen action. Jose Ferrer, the left-hander, up and throwing. Miller getting cranked up as well. 0-1. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now back, number 47.
Shepard, the next Pirate to hit. Shepard hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
And a pitch. Out to short, and that one finds its way through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
Next, it's the Pirates cleanup hitter, O'Neal Cruz.
So clutch, you could argue that he's been this team's MVP this year.
He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Fastball for a strike.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like
deep drive down the line, foul ball. And ball one. The 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And here comes Mark Kotze as he's ready to make a change and go to the bullpen. Number 77 won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Hogan Harris gets the ball now.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Two on, one out. And now Jake Fraley. He's already homered in this game. That one misses. And that is ball one.
No strike.
Two on, one out. That one finds the zone. And 1-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Left-hand hitter waits. That catches the top part of the zone. And the count 1-2. Ground ball right side, could be two. There's one. And that's quick work out of the pen. One batter, 2 outs, inning over.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now here is Logan Davidson. The pitch. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. And there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Zach.
Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Zach Geloff. And that's outside. And that's ball one. Activity in the bullpen. Aroldis Chapman, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Holderman, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. There's a strike. Out to short, Cruz. Zips it to first, and they get the out.
The left fielder, number 11, Jake Bauers.
Now here's Jake Bauers. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the second game of the series. Up the middle, Cruz. The throw to first, and that will end the inning. A's go quickly and quietly there. They're still out in front 5-2. And we're back. And now Liover Peguero. The Pirates in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
The lefty fires. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Now a screamer into the outfield. This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for two. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So up next, Jack Sawinski. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
On the ground to third. And one away in the bottom of the seventh.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the catcher, Andy Rodriguez.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Andy Rodriguez.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. The Pirates trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the seventh. Fastball for a strike. 0-2 now. That one missing inside. And there's a ball. Man at second. Into center. Elliott under it. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the pitcher,
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Pirates. Key Brian Hayes.
Pretty surprised they're going with a pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
Pitch misses. 1-0. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Now batting.
Well, I can understand the defense right there trying to cut off that lead runner at third, but a good jump and an excellent finish for the base runner to get in there safely.
On the pitch now for Oakland, Mason Miller.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
So the Pirates batting order turns over. C.J. Cron, the next Pirate to hit. just missed. Tying run at the plate. That's outside. And it's 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. Runners on first and third. 2 away. That's out to center field. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Pirates strand a couple, and the deficit remains 5-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Aroldis Chapman.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And now the first baseman, Ryan Noda.
The first baseman.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. And what you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Swing and a miss. Slider right there. Chapman, multi-time All-Star, 37 years young, and he was born in Cuba. The 0-1. And a foul ball. At the belt and fires. Ball 1 there. Struck him out. 1 down. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 8th. That one at triple digits.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
And here it comes. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now the third baseman, Jordan Diaz. Right through there for a strike. Langoliers, the base runner at first with 1 out. Look out! And it hit him.
Fastball right there smoked him in the leg. At least it's in the leg and not in the wrist or the hand, but it still hurts, man.
And now the center fielder, Clark Elliott. That misses. Ball 1. Chapman, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts in a tough spot like this. That is a big time benefit. 2 on, 1 out.
2-0.
In the dirt. To third. Tag. Got him.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, you couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. He gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
Runner at second, 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
And another ball. Edge of the zone for a strike. And it's a full count.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Outside, and that is ball 4. So Mark Kotsay going with a pinch hitter here. Brent Rooker.
And he's got a little pop in his bat, Boo. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Smoked on the ground a second. They take the force out, and that is that. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the A's 5 and the Pirates 2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Mason Black.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Andrew McCutcheon.
The right fielder.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Action in the pen down there. Zach Jackson getting loose out there. Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And that's down and away. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And the righty deals. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. In time to get him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Shepard in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
No strike.
And a pitch.
1-1.
Way outside. Now 2 balls and a strike. Right side, hard hit. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, the shortstop, O'Neal Cruz.
2 outs, base is empty. O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. That one to first. He steps on the bat. What a play, inning over. And 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They trail at 5-2. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, David Bednar.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now it's the right fielder, Jacob Wilson.
The right fielder, Jacob Wilson.
And he deals. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. Goes down looking. Next up for the A's, Logan Davidson. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty.
1-2.
That one not close. And the count 1-2. And down on strikes. And 2 away now.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. That's in for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Two outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Zach Jackson.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with a W.
Now the left fielder, Jake Fraley.
The left fielder,
The pitch. Swings through that one for strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Aguero in now, takes ball one off the plate. Right-handed reliever, just missed.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
And the pitch on the ground, and it gets by him.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. Up next for the Pirates, Jack Sawinski. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
In there at the knees, and that's strike one. And that one sliced foul. The Pirates trailing by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9. And that's outside. That one way inside. Next offering upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
The kick, the 3-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now, Andy Rodriguez. Swing and a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Brian Reynolds looking for a big hit with 2 out, runners at first and second. Out towards right center field, on the move to the gap. And that'll do it. The A's take the first 2 games of this series on the road.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
And your final score, 5-2. Oakland victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First, for the victorious Athletics, 5 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. They left 7 runners on base. For the Pirates, 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 57 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.